Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Accept others the way they are. You cannot change other people. To try to change them to fit what you want them to be is like trying to change a dog into a cat or a cat into a horse. They are what they are, and you are what you are. And that, folks, is a beautiful thing. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials down 67. NASDAQ was off 27. S&Ps were down 11. Gold contract up $6.80, trading out at $1,348 an ounce. Silver down 6 pennies at $20.85 an ounce. Platinum off 13 at $1,464 an ounce. Copper slammed again, down 8.5 pennies at $3.02 a pound. Light sweet crude down $1.40 at $99.71 a barrel. Bonds, we get the 10-year up 3 ticks at 123.24. The 30-year up 9 ticks at 131.15. King dollar, she was flat out here at 79.77. She's up 6 ticks, but flat for all general purposes. Euro down 14 ticks at 138.63, and the yen trading down 32 at 102.95. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world. In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. What do you have? Okay, so check it out, folks. We have harmony in the marketplace today, but I want to show you, and the way this harmony works is kind of hard to get, which is really cool. This is what it is. So, what does the S&P cash do? The cash, folks, gets to a price point today of 1882.35. Now, the high that was generated last Friday was 1883.57. Well, it wanted to go up there and test it, and guess what? You had the test, it failed, and it failed on price, and it failed on volume. We did 600 million shares, okay? So that's your correlation there. You backed off it to try to get it to high. You couldn't get high. And now, Dow Industrials, let's go that to the Dow. We go to the Dow. What you have with the Dow Industrials is this flat market out here, down 67 bucks. Bottom line, Dow can't make it up to the high that was generated in December 31st. That high there is 16,588. Now, here's where the harmony comes in. And this is really hard to do, folks. When you have one indice that has light volume, and you have the second indice with heavy volume, and this is what it is, it's the NASDAQ. The NASDAQ went south with 2.4 billion, and the NASDAQ wasn't going into its highs, it was going into a lower swing point. So this is the first day since going all the way back to the 23rd of January that you actually came off the highs with volume expanded. When we came down the last couple of days, shot volume, that's why I try to get back topside. Bottom line, the composite right now is at 43.07. It's in the gap. The top of this gap is 42.84. So we're going to see that move down to that gap. We'll see whether we get an expansion of volume, follow through tomorrow. We certainly got it out here today. Gold contract. We go take a look at the gold contract. What we have with gold is this. We did 144,000 contracts out here today. We've been up at these highs for 11 days, and guess what? You're running into huge resistance. Gold is going to have to build more cars in order to get through what it's trying to get through right now. And what it's trying to get through specifically is the June downdraft. You know, that's where gold had come down $150 in one day, folks. We had gone from $1,500 to $1,300. It's trying to get through the June, that was the April downdraft. The June downdraft, the September downdraft, and the October downdraft. Bottom line, I suspect we're going to be at about $12.85. Right now, you're at $13.48 in the gold contract. Now, we get into the bond market. We go take a look at bonds. This one here is going to be wild watching this whole thing shake out. So what we had with bonds is this. Today, the 10-year did $990,000 contracts. Now, that's a big number. Not as large as it likes to do. It gets up to 1.2, 1.3 million. What we have is that we got back inside, however, the bigger range. When we had come down hard last Friday. We got to a price point in the 10-year of 123.10. Well, we're back topside again. That's saying, guess what? Bonds are going to go make the run again for 125.06. That's on the short-term basis. You know, longer term here, meaning a couple weeks, it looks like we're going to be talking a 131 10-year bond. Right now, the yield on the 10-year is 2.767. We go take a look at the 30-year bond, which is stronger, by the way, slightly, but it's stronger. What the 30-year had done is the U.S. Wrong one. Let me get the right one. USM4. So what the 30-year has done is that when she came down testing the swing point in February, she never broke it. That swing on the 30-year was 130.16. We are at 131.15 right now, and the 30-year basically set up to go up to about $1.40, $1.40 to $1.41. That area, the $1.40 to $1.41, is only ice from the way down, but that's a heck of a counter-trend bounce. And if it gets volume up there, guess what? You can get higher price. We go over to the oil contract, CLJ. So we take a look at oil. What we have, excuse me, folks, with oil out here, she came back $1.39. Had volume out here of 266,000 contracts. We were going into 190,000 contracts. Guess what? Oil's going to start making a way down to 92.20. Pretty intense. 92.20, though, that's where this little baby is on its way to. Dollar index. We take a look at King Dollar. What King Dollar has done is this. King Dollar is hanging at its swing lows of the consolidation it's in. Now, we're at 79.76. There's a spike low out there at 79.50. There's a second bottom of the consolidation that it's in at 79.35, and we'll see whether this holds price. I speculate it is going to hold price at these levels. Why? Because the physical contract, gold and silver, can't get moving topside. And that's saying quite a bit, and the equities have done everything they should have done. They can't get moving topside either. Bottom line, that's telling me that this little baby's going to back down. 877-927-6648. Let's take a look at some of the higher volume stocks out here. We had Plug Power got absolutely plugged. Oh, my God, this thing got toasted. Let's pull this up. PLUG, and we had a target. Thank God he sold. I think he sold most of his shares yesterday. Bottom line is that Plug yesterday had closed at a price point of $10. Today it traded up to $11.72 and then get blown apart. It's at $6 right now, and this is a classic, by the way, too, folks. Okay, if you have the art of time in the trade, you know that as soon as you do over a 1 to 1.618 ABC structure on the way up or the way down, you're going to expect to blow up. And this did it. This did it in an extraordinary way, though. Meaning going from 11.72 to 6.03 right off the bat. Big number. No two ways about that. Another one in that area also got smoked was Fuel Cell. A Fuel Cell was only down 65 cents, but this was only a $4 stock also. This equity had gone from 474 down to 328. Both of them had expanded off the bottoms and went up about 400%. Big numbers, though, no doubt about that. Oh, copper market. Let's go over to the copper market, HG. Now, the copper market, I'm going to bring up a continuous contract. Copper, the way copper is set up right now is this. So check this out. If you're watching Tiger TV, all you have to do is take the bottom of this, which is 314. You take the top of that, which is the 344. That gives you basically a 285. That's the price projection. When you blow that away, folks, you blow the whole structure away. And when you're blowing a structure away and you have volume behind the move, that's your price target. So 285. So now we're at 302 a pound. And I'm going to bring this back. We'll put this back and say, okay, talk to me about where 285 is. So what we have is this. When you get down to, see, this is a real problem with copper. Copper's got a big problem, huge. Because what you have is this. At 299, then you're going to have 272. And guess what? There's nothing to hold this up all the way down to $1.65. Zero, $1.65 to $1.25 was the lows that were generated in the 2008 debacle. Bottom line, copper's got a huge problem. 877-927-6648. Don't forget, folks, This afternoon, 6:30 to 7:30, David White, myself, we're going to be doing a webinar. That webinar is going to be about art of timing the trade charts. You can get into that webinar by test driving timing the trade charts for $1, right on the front page of our website at TFNN. As soon as we get back, I'm going to talk about it. I'm going to be coming right back.